A lot of the time, at least speaking for myself, I can say that in theory. I don't really believe it in reality. I believe that I have the truth, and my job is to tell other people the truth, and they are in error. Now, are there times where other people are in error? Yes. Are there times when we're in error? Yes. But it's important to remember, friends, that it's how we come at it, where we really are able to listen and give validity to someone else's perspective is incredibly important. So I want to read for you this beautiful passage, and it's talking about God's mercy here, and it's from an Old Testament, about an Old Testament line where it says, "And do mercy." And do mercy, this is from a line from Genesis. And do mercy symbolizes an inflow of love. This can be seen from the essence of mercy, which is love. Love itself turns into and becomes mercy when we look with love or charity on anyone who needs help. So mercy is the effect of a love for the needy and poor. Welcome to all of us. So there's some really significant parts here, friends. So this idea of mercy, that the Hebrew of it sort of has this connotation of womb-like mother love. Beautiful idea. And this mercy is something that grows out of love. So we have deep love, and then that is exercised in mercy towards other people. Now, how does that deal with listening, and how does that deal with that they have their own opinions? Well, this is really significant because so much of the time, you think about it, friends, and I'm is probably the worst one on this whole thing this morning at this. I can really fall into, I have the answer. I know how you should do this. And, Ian Lamott talks about the travesty of, quote, good advice, or the travesty of good ideas. And that's what it is. And so we have this, and what it does is it quickly leads people to do this, because how much do you really want to be around someone who's totally certain they have all the answers all the time? Do you want to sit beside them on the train as you're commuting? Do you want to sit beside them in a car for 5 hours? Do you want to sit beside them on an airplane? Probably not. But imagine instead, we hold on to those ideas. It's not about letting go of those ideas. And instead, we allow this gentle edge of mercy, this gentle flow of mercy, of womb-like mother love. That's sort of the connotation of it. This gentle flow of mercy, which comes from God, and allow that to allow us to just really listen to other people. And they might be wrong. I mean, let's be clear about that. And maybe there's ways to address that appropriately. But it is sort of a fascinating way to look at it. Very fascinating way to look at it. Very beautiful way to look at it. And that's where we want to come from today. How do we kind of see that? How do we work through that? How do we do that? All those pieces where we're really coming from like a womb, like mother love. And that mercy creates that very soft edge where we can start to see things working very differently. So that's what I want to put out there today is really working at coming from that place as best we can. When we can do that, it allows other people to impact us. It allows us to hear their journey. It allows us to hear what they're thinking, and it'll lead to better decision making over time. My wife and I are watching the Ken Burns show's gotten a lot of traction on the American Revolution. American Revolution was based on the belief no single person has the answer. I want to say that again. No single person has the offer. Period. That the answer somehow goes out of this, like this checks and balances, this input, this conversation, and that's how we get the best decisions moving forward. And that's where, again, we can allow mercy to be on our heart and allow it to move forward. So friends, it's important for us just to remember that. Now, again, you don't have to lie. You don't have to pretend that you agree with somebody you don't. You can offer your opinion, but offer it with that gentleness. And just remember, that sometimes it can be maddening, oftentimes when other people see the world differently. But use it as an opportunity to grow. Use it as an opportunity to learn more about mercy and more about how mercy functions. So I hope that makes a lot of sense, my dear friends. And what we're going to do now is we're going to shift gears. And when we shift gears here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little meditation, little prayer, little benediction, and then we will say hi to friends we see on Facebook. So with that, let's get a little breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's do a quick little look here. Say hi to our friends who are joining us. All right. Marcus, good morning to you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. And flipping over to here. Let's see if there's some other ones over here. Sherry, great talk. Sorry, it keeps on flipping there. Great talk. It's hard when one knows stuff not to share, especially if you've been a parent. It's so true, Sherry. It's so true. And I'm smiling, looking at that, like welcome to grandparenthood, right? Like, yeah, of course we know the way. Oh, that's what we're about. And so much of life is just this beautiful breathing and good morning, Beth. And this beautiful just letting go and just finding those soft edges and just being in it. Maybe that's the right phrase I want to use here. Just be in it for today. Just be into the fact that people see it differently. You see it differently. That's a beautiful thing. That's how God made the world. So enjoy that, dear friends. All right, listen, God bless.